What's good, guys? Back again with another video. Basically, this is part 4 of getting the Volkswagen done, which is this car here. So what I'm going to do now, I had the head soaking and it got a pretty good amount of carbon. So I usually use a drill and a brush to basically clean the ports and stuff. So I got a little Dremel tool and my attachment that I got from Harbor Freight. So let me show you guys how the head is looking and what I'm using. Basically, this is how the head looking. Got off decent amount of carbon, but I went ahead and used this. These attachments come from Harbor Freight and they fit exactly right inside of the Dremel tool. So my Dremel tool is basically damaged. Some that when you put it in high, it doesn't work. You gotta like squeeze it for it to work. So I did test it one port and it came out really well. And then this is what I'm using basically to clean it while I, clean it, go back and forth. So let me show you guys. Try to get the light in there. See how that port look way better versus this. See all the carbon, and then look at that one clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue, start cleaning it, and should be good to go. Alright guys, we burned this one down till it's no more, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a new one on and continue cleaning. Alright guys, this is how the head looking way better. Still gotta do a little bit more cleaning, but the intake side had a lot of carbon buildup on these right here. So if you look, these are all black. I did these too. What I did is I took this, where is it? I took this right here and then scrape and clean in between there. Spray some of that awesome in there. And then I just take this, basically this, and just clean it. And look the difference. Let me see if I can grab my light so you can see. Look at that. Way cleaner. See? Trying to get the light to, but yeah, y'all get the picture. See, compared to that one versus this one. Black and dirty. See, the top is shiny and the bottom is dirty versus that one. So let me go ahead and do another one so you guys can see. Let's take this. See? Spotless. So go ahead and get all of these cleaned up. Get everything cleaned up. That way I can get the valves grind and then resurface the head. Get this degrease down again, and then final pressure wash. Blow all water through the ports, everything, and yeah, I can't do too much with this. So let's go. Alright guys, this is how the head is looking. Way better than how it was. You just gotta take your time when you're doing this. See, look at that. So it might have little black dots, but that's nothing. I can't touch it. But yeah, it's way cleaner than how it was. It looks way better. So let me go ahead and inspect everything. Make sure it's clean how I want it, and make sure everything is good. So let's go. Alright guys, you're probably wondering why I did inside of the shed. Basically this is where I resurface the heads for my vehicles. Basically I have I think a 1/2-inch glass, and I glued some sandpaper, so this is how it looks. See? So 1/2-inch thick glass and some sandpaper. Not sure, I think this is 80 grit sandpaper. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start getting the head resurfaced. So let's go. Alright guys, this is how the cylinder head is looking. Pretty good, except these spots here. Right there. This is the worst one. But overall, around the chambers are good. I can go a little bit more to get these little stuff out. But I'm going to take some pictures, show the customer, see what he wants to do. Can get this well, but you gotta clean it good and then resurface it again. Or these are not important parts here. I would say chamber is important. Around the edge where the coolant goes is important. So anything that's between the combustion chamber and the coolant, if it looks good, should be fine. This head can run how it is right now, but I'm gonna probably go down a little bit, get this a little clear up, and then get this little blemish. This is probably when the head came off, the little pin that goes in here, just graze against that a little. But other than that, it looks good. This part here is not an important part, just a support. So I'll see what he wants to do, and if he wants JBL, you just gotta full it a little, take a little razor and just smudge it, let it dry, and resurface it again. It should be good, but I'm gonna ask him to see what he wants to do. I did it before, put a little JBL and sand it, and could just put a little bit there. But if he wants it weld, and I'll have to find a shop that can weld this. I can't do it because I don't have an aluminum welder, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and continue, and then we should be good. Alright guys, we have gotten the head cleaned up decent enough. It looks way better than how it was before, and I got it resurfaced, but I didn't resurface the head all the way completely because it has some areas that I showed the customer. I asked him what he wanted to do. It's either get it welded, if we can find a welder to weld it enough. That way, I don't have to do too much resurfacing again. Just like basically tack weld it, and or the next option, I told him you can just fill it with JBL. These areas are just support areas. The main areas, the combustion and around the edge of the head, coolant and the passages and stuff are good, except that one area. And this area that has the corrosion area is like more towards the back of the head, which it has a lot of surface for the head gasket to hold. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright guys, this is what I'm talking about right here. Right here had corrosion. And then right here, so it goes from a little bit to medium, then to bad. So if you look here, this is basically a support area. So it can maybe get away with JBL, but if we can find someone to weld it, I'm an honest guy, you know. I'm not a person that's just gonna slap on JBL and, you know, put on a head. I like to show all my work. So this is not fully resurfaced. As you can see, you have little stuff here that it can go down a little bit, like little black dots that it can go down a little bit. But I sent some pictures to the customer. I asked him what he want to do. But so far the head looks good. The chambers look pretty clean. Just gotta grind the valves. I got the new valves there, so that'll be in part 5. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.